Welcome to the Congo, a space where time seems to stand still.
In the heart of Africa lies a world untouched by time. A vast green ocean, the Congo Rainforest, stretches endlessly across the continent. Here, life breathes through every leaf, every drop of rain, and every whisper of the wind. This is the Earth's second lung, a sanctuary for creatures both ancient and extraordinary. Beneath its towering canopy, the air hums with mystery, where sunlight filters like liquid gold through endless layers of green. Each shadow conceals a secret, each sound tells a story of survival. From the lowland jungles to the misty highlands, over 10,000 species thrive, many found nowhere else on Earth. But this paradise is not without perils. Every heartbeat in this forest is a struggle, every dawn, a test of endurance. Welcome to the Congo, a realm where beauty and danger intertwine. Where the pulse of life beats to the rhythm of rain and thunder. Here, in this ancient world, survival is not a choice. It's an art, shaped by millions of years of evolution.
This is the second lung of the Earth, a majestic kingdom where trees absorb 1.2 billion tons of CO2, forcing species to migrate from their habitats. Absorb 1.2 billion tons of CO2 every year. This is the second lung of the Earth. The greatest threat comes from humans. Deforestation, slash and burn, and logging tear this green tapestry apart.
Maintaining the global breath.
Logging tear this green tapestry apart.
Maintaining the global breath.
From the heart of the rainforest, a titan awakens. The Congo River, the lifeblood of Central Africa, carves its way through 6 nations. Its journey stretching more than 4,000 kilometers from Highland Springs to the Atlantic Ocean. This is not just a river. It is a living force, wild, unpredictable, and eternal. Its currents sculpt valleys, feed forests, and sustain millions of lives along its banks. Beneath the surface, an unseen world thrives. Schools of shimmering fish flash like scattered jewels in the light. Electric eels navigate the dark waters with silent precision. And in the hidden depths, ancient creatures, like the giant tigerfish, rule as apex predators of this aquatic kingdom. But the river's power is not without consequence. When torrential rains fall, the Congo swells, transforming into a roaring flood that consumes everything in its path. Villages vanish beneath rising waters. Yet from destruction comes renewal, new soil, new growth, new life. Along its shores, people and wildlife coexist in fragile harmony. Fishermen cast their nets at dawn, while elephants and buffalo drink in the fading glow of sunset. For centuries, the Congo River has been both a giver and a taker. A reminder that in nature, balance is born from chaos. Here, every ripple tells a story. Every current carries the memory of a million lives, all bound together by the rhythm of the mighty Congo.
Where trees absorb 1.2 billion tons of CO2 every year.
Tear this green tapestry apart.
Maintaining the global breath.
These ancient trees are guarded by an ecosystem. From the African forest elephant, the eco-engineers that disperse seeds.
The eco-engineers that disperse seeds.
Fly over the canopy, becoming vigilant eyes against poachers.
Deep within the Congo Basin, a silent spark ignites. What begins as a small flame, a farmer's torch clearing land for crops, soon becomes an inferno. The practice is ancient, known as slash and burn. It has long fed generations. But today, it burns beyond control. Smoke curls through the canopy, choking the sky. Birds scatter in panic, their cries echoing through the valley. In minutes, acres of lush forest turn to ash. The once living jungle, a cathedral of green, collapses into a wasteland of blackened earth. For the farmers, it offers a fleeting harvest. But for the forest, the cost is immeasurable. The soil, stripped of its nutrients, grows weak. The rains wash away its strength, leaving behind nothing but dust. And as the flames devour the land, so too do they consume the homes of countless creatures. Leopards lose their hunting grounds. Forest elephants wander into villages in search of food. Gorillas retreat deeper into shrinking sanctuaries, cornered, confused. and vulnerable. The balance of the wild begins to unravel. And yet, the damage extends far beyond these borders. Each fallen tree releases the carbon it once held. Each lost acre weakens the Earth's lungs. The Congo rainforest, once a mighty shield against climate change, gasps for breath. The fire may burn for hours, but its scars remain for centuries. Here, in the heart of Africa, one question rises from the smoke. Can humanity learn to feed itself without destroying the very world that keeps it alive?
Vigilant eyes against poachers.
But the Congo is in peril. Climate change brings devastating drought and erratic floods.
In the highlands where the clouds kiss the earth, a hidden world awakens, wrapped in mist and mystery. This is the realm of the mountain gorilla. For centuries, they have ruled these emerald peaks. Gentle giants of the Virunga Mountains and Bwindi impenetrable forest. Their eyes, deep and knowing, reflect the ancient soul of the Congo. But not long ago, their future teetered on the edge of extinction. In 2008, fewer than 700 mountain gorillas remained. Poaching, deforestation, and war had nearly silenced their kind. Families were torn apart, the forest grew quiet. The world held its breath, waiting to see if nature's noblest kin would vanish forever. Then, something remarkable happened. Humans, the same species that once threatened their survival, became their protectors. Governments, rangers, and local communities joined hands in an unprecedented effort. They built sanctuaries, enforced anti-poaching laws, and embraced a new idea: ecotourism, a way to protect by sharing. Today, visitors from across the globe travel deep into these misty mountains. Not to hunt, but to witness. Their presence funds patrols, research, and education. Each photograph, each moment of awe, becomes a lifeline for the gorilla's future. By 2023, their numbers had grown to more than 1,000. A triumph carved from unity and compassion. The forest, once silent, now echoes again with the gentle murmurs of family groups. Young gorillas playing beneath silver fog, mothers watching with quiet grace. Music swells, emotional crescendo. The mountain gorilla has become more than a survivor. It is a symbol of hope, of resilience, and of what humanity can achieve when it chooses to protect, not destroy. Here, in the misty heights of the Congo, the guardians still walk, watchful, powerful, and free.
a promise of rebirth for future generations.
Deep within the northern reaches of the Congo lies Odzala-Kokua National Park, a sanctuary of mist, silence, and giants. Here, the African forest elephant roams. Smaller, quieter, yet no less majestic than its savanna kin. They move like shadows through the trees, their massive feet pressing ancient trails into the damp earth. Each step shapes the forest itself. With every fruit they eat, every tree they push aside, they sculpt the land, opening pathways, spreading seeds, and breathing life into the jungle. They are not merely inhabitants. They are engineers of the wild. But for decades, their world has been under siege. Poachers, driven by greed for ivory, turned this sanctuary into a battlefield. Families were slaughtered, herds vanished, and the forest echoed with silence once again. Yet, from this darkness, hope began to rise. Not from ancient instincts, but from human innovation. Today, a new guardian patrols the skies. The drone. Equipped with thermal cameras and GPS, it hovers above the treetops, seeing what human eyes cannot. Below, rangers, trained, determined, and fearless, track every movement, their devices glowing with real-time signals of elephants on the move and poachers on the run. Technology and courage, two forces uniting to protect life. With each passing year, Odzala's elephants are reclaiming their home. The once broken herds are gathering again at forest clearings, known as bais, where they play, bathe, and greet each other beneath shafts of golden light. What was once a story of loss is now a tale of resilience. The drones, the GPS, the rangers, they are not replacing nature. They are amplifying its will to survive. The elephants of Odzala march on, symbols of a new era of coexistence, where humanity finally learns to protect the giants that sustain the earth itself.
Act together to protect. For the future of the forest.
The two most intelligent primates working together.
The time to act is now.
In the heart of Africa, where rivers weave through endless green, the Congo Rainforest stands, a living cathedral of life. But even giants can fall. Every year, the forest loses more of its breath. The chainsaws hum, the fires rise, and the echoes of falling trees drown out the songs of birds that once filled the sky. Climate change tightens its grip. Floods in one season, droughts in the next. The rhythm of the wild begins to falter. Elephants wander farther for food. Gorillas retreat higher into the mist. And once stable rivers now rage or vanish without warning. The balance of millions of years is teetering on the edge. Yet, even here, amid the chaos, hope still breathes. Across the Congo Basin, scientists, rangers, and local tribes are joining hands, fighting not against nature, but for it. New trees are being planted where old giants once stood. Community forests are emerging, protected by the very people who depend on them for life. Children learn that a single seed can one day become a forest. That protecting a gorilla means protecting their own tomorrow. From the skies, satellites now watch over the green canopy, tracking every scar, every healing wound. And from the ground, voices once silenced by poverty or fear now speak for the forest, in the language of courage. For the Congo is not merely a place. It is a promise that life, when given a chance, will always rise again. Emotional crescendo, strings and choir merge. If the Amazon is one lung of the earth, then the Congo is the other. And when it breathes, the planet lives. To protect it is not charity. It is survival. Our survival. So let us listen to the whispers of the forest, to the thunder of elephants, to the heartbeat of a planet that still dares to hope. Because in the end, saving the Congo is saving ourselves. This is the Congo. Wild, timeless, and waiting for us to protect it.